Hey everyone, my name is Gabriel Montalvo and welcome to my channel. Here I talk about all things self-development, healing, spirituality, and just everything. I talk about it all here. And today I'm going to be talking a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and it's called how to play the game of energetic chess. You see, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this story. And growing up, I grew up very hardcore religious in an immigrant household, and we were always taught to be very nice, very polite, and in the Christian sense, to always help those in needs. And over time, I started realizing that, you know, I started to feel like I was getting taken advantage of pretty frequently, and I felt like I wasn't able to say no to people, even in situations where a simple no would have sufficed. I would find myself saying yes to things that I didn't really want to be a part of, or I found myself in situations and with friendships that weren't really good for me. And so I realized that, me as a loving, caring person that has a lot of light to give to the world, and you probably are the same way. You probably have a lot of light. You have a service minded heart, and you love to help people. But you have to know how to play the energetic game of chess. Okay, Gabriel, what are you talking about? Well, when you have a lot of positive energy within you and you want to help people, people naturally can see your light. In other terms, people can see favor over your life, for example. And it's because people can typically sense that you have genuine intentions and you're just really there to help. But there are some people, ladies and gentlemen, that try to take advantage of you. And I say energetic chess, but really it's a fancy word to set your boundaries. Okay. So as you can look at the playing field, right? And I really want to use this example is um because life is like playing a game, right? And when you run into an energy vampire or you are friends with an energy vampire, right now, this is you, right? And you have your energy vampires making all sorts of moves on the board and you're not even realizing it, right? You're just giving, doing your own thing, but meantime they're making moves to try and wrap you up into a web of sucking your energy and things that you don't really want to do. You know what's the biggest red flag in people is if you feel like you if you say no that the friendship is going to end. If you feel that way, then a lot of times they're not good friends for you. So you have to learn how to play the board and be able to make moves. And here's the thing: energetic vampires and people that want to suck your energy, they're usually not dressed up with like a black cape and horns and tail. They're usually good people, but you need to learn how to set boundaries, right? You need to learn to set boundaries. And a book recommendation that I'm also going to give you is by Nidra Tawab, and I can't remember the name. I'm going to leave it for you guys in the description. Highly recommend it. And basically, you have to know when someone makes a move on you, how you are supposed to respond. And basically, it's by setting boundaries. So I highly recommend you guys that you learn to say the word no. I was in a class this week, and you know what I realized in the class? They said, it's easy to say yes, but it's even harder to say no. And, for most of us that grew up how we grew up, it's really hard to say no because we were always kind of taught to help people as best as we can. But, you know, you have to be in alignment with yourself. If something, there's a three filter step that I use, and it before I say yes to anything, do I have genuine curiosity, right? Do I really want to be there? Or am I really curious about being there? Does it feel right to me? Independent of who's asking me, does it feel right to me? And lastly, does this align with what I'm trying to do in my life? Okay. If you use those three filters, then you're not going to ever have a problem. And here's the reality: when you start setting boundaries, expect that some of your friendships are not going to last, ladies and gentlemen, because they've built a friendship on your old identity. So I really want to encourage you. I'm going to give you some resources in the description box. I want you to look at it. And I really want you to take your time and think about what type of friends you have in your life and learn how to say the word no. And, Um, I wish I could remember that book right now, but it just does not come to my mind. But it's by Nidra Tawwab. Set Boundaries, Find Peace, I believe is the name of the book. But if not, I'll leave the link here. So listen, don't let people make moves all over your life that leave you depleted. Make moves that nourish and encourage and help your growth. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you feel like any of this spoke to you, I have a one-on-one coaching program, and it's for any of those people that are in transition, that are ready to make moves in their lives. I am calling for you. So if you felt like this video or any of my content really spoke to you, then I highly encourage you to check out the one-on-one coaching session. I go through a 6-week course where I help you gain clarity on what you really want in your life and what your dreams are, right? I'm not going to promise you the world, but I can promise you after those 6 weeks, you're going to have more clarity on what you want in life, and you're going to return to who you really are and what you really want. So thank you guys so much for watching. I also have exclusive content on Buy Me a Coffee. It's really great stuff. If you're not ready for like a coaching session, there's a lot of great materials in there, and we're building it every single day, improving it upon it. If you're like, Gabe, I ain't got no money, my money's a little funny, then you can, leave a comment. Stay here. I want you here, and I already love you here. Follow me on Instagram, and thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know in the comments what you think. And have you ran into any energy vampires or people that have been playing games with you? Let me know. See you guys next time.